Hey guys, I thought I'd shoot a quick video just to show you. So I went, sorry it's taking me a few days to get back to this, but I went and downloaded the latest loan assistant file from Vadim and went in and put it in, well, it's saved here on my desktop, and I put it into, the loan assistant file. I actually just retitled it. I took off the port sum because that was causing me issues. My computer was asking me to reset up loan assistant, so hopefully that's okay, taking off the port sum. But hopefully it's not, because this file doesn't seem to be working. I just thought I'd shoot a quick video to show you guys. Here's my backup of the file you guys had originally worked on and gotten 3 of the 4 things done. Everything looked perfect. This new file is now in there. I've just retitled it and taken off the port sum. So this is the one that you just sent to me that was supposed to fix the last issue with the report. But what I've discovered is it's caused a tremendous amount of issues. So if we go and look at the loans, originally this home screen, which I'll bring up the old email and just kind of go through. So number 4, also on the home screen, there's already there. Vadim did something to show this, but I guess this was a change that was made. Basically, on the home screen, what Vadim was able to do originally was show principal and interest and then the total payment. So under scheduled, the principal and interest should have been principal and interest, and under the total payment should have been principal and interest, taxes, insurance, etc., and the total payment. And that was perfect, but now with the new file it's not. So if we pick out Carl Barnes, just for example, is kind of who I'll look at. Not only that, so Carl Barnes should be 145.92, and not only that, when you go back and forth, the numbers change. So it was 165.92, also 165.92 in the total originally. Then we moved to 15 days, and now it's 165.92 and 192.17. So actually, you're emailing me about the file name. So that is not right. Before, this was principal and interest, which is perfect, exactly what we need, and then this was total. And if we look at Carl Barnes and look at the settings, you guys had added where this would be principal and interest only, and it's not. It should be 145.92. It's adding that extra $20 loan servicing fee. In here, this is right, but with the file you all had worked on previously, there was a payment field. So this was principal and interest of 145.92. This was the extra $20. So this field, there was something in here that said 165.92, and then we had our total payment in there. So that is now not working. And then if we go and run settings and just go and do a loan schedule, the loan schedule doesn't look like it's right to me. It's 145.92, but this is 146.94. But 145.92 is accurate, at least that. I'm not sure why these are 146.94, but this should be principal and interest, which seems right. That was number 3 in the checklist. And then if we go up and run a report, which is really the only thing I thought we had left to fix, but it seems like whatever has been done has kind of messed everything up. So if we go to portfolio summary and I do Ben's report that I've saved, and I load it, it crashes. So I don't know whether I have the ability to see principal and interest in that report. So I guess, to give you another background of all this, if I just delete this and then I put in the backup, which is the one you guys had originally given us with 3 of the 4 things fixed, and I open up Loan Assistant, it's going to scan this initially. So this is the file that you had done, and I had responded with this email that checked off that this looks perfect, which is the place for the principal and interest field only inside of the settings. This was 3 of the 4 things were done with this file. So if we look at this one, just to give you a heads up, and I go in view, I'll just focus on Carl Barnes. My computer is running slow. So if I go and focus on Carl Barnes, this is perfect. This shows $145.92, which is his principal and interest payment, and total payment of $192.17. Even when I change fields, it still shows the right amount every time. So that one shows principal and interest, and this one shows the total. Perfect. Then we go into view settings. And under settings, before in the previous file it was $165.92, and it should be $145.92. Under penalties and fees, this whole thing was gone, which was basically $145.92 plus the $20 loan service fee to give us $165.92. Then you add in all the escrow, and this gives us the total payment. And then if we do a loan schedule, yeah, it looks like the loan schedule is working. I'm not sure why this was $146.94. So the loan schedule on the new file that you sent does seem to be working. I'm not sure what the situation is, but so that seems to be working. And then the last question is are the reports. If I loaded my report, it doesn't crash in this one, but there's no place for me to just add there's a principal and interest paid, but there's no place for me to add in just principal and interest only, which was the one last thing hopefully we were going to get fixed. And then we'd have a few questions about the reports after that, but hopefully that video helps. I guess just let us know, if we need to go back to this old file and just retry. This old file is perfect on the one I have up is perfect on number 1, which we will have a place in each loan that has a field for principal and interest only in the settings field, which is here. So this is principal and interest only. That's perfect. So that takes care of number 1, which I'd emailed about. Number 2, the principal and interest payment will be added to each loan schedule payment field in the loan scheduler, and that's in this old file looks great too. So if you do loan schedule, you've got $145.92 all the way down, which is perfect. And number 3 was the one thing we needed fixed, and that's what I thought, what you guys have been working on, is to be able to make that principal and interest payment show up on the reports. So when we go up here and I do a portfolio summary and just load Ben's report and load it, there'll be a box up here that I can select as principal and interest only, and that'll show up as a field in there. That was what we needed to have fixed. And then number 4 was the home screen that Vadim had fixed, which still looks great in the old file, where scheduled is principal and interest only, and then total is the total payment including all the escrow and loan servicing fee. So I guess maybe go back to the old file and just start from there and see if we can just basically number 3 is what we need. We have the old file and it works exactly like it does, and we just get number 3 fixed where we can add the principal and interest only to the reports, then I think we'll be in good shape. Okay, let me know what your thoughts are. Thanks.